going well. Are we connected? Are we connected? Here we go. I think, going. Are we going? All right, are we? All right, are we? Okay. All right, here we are. Welcome to Code Hangout number 140. And today, fair warning, it's gonna be a spoiler. I'm gonna do something for April Fools. So if you want to be surprised, don't watch this live stream. And even though somewhere in the world is April Fools already, I'm not ready. I didn't think of that. So, I'll give you one last chance to not watch this if you want to get surprised. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So for April Fools, this is something I taught us. Hey, spoiler alert! Exactly. If you want to be surprised, don't listen to the stream. Go away now. This is something I thought of quite a while ago, and you know, these sorts of things you kind of got to prepare, but I didn't really. But Mark TechFan came to the rescue and kind of prepped sort of a version of how it could work. And the idea was basically to put a little hair on the screen and make it kind of look and feel like a real hair. Maybe you can see it already on this grid, and it's right here. And in theory, this hair should more or less stick to the screen. Now, it's not perfect. You see, it's kind of stuttering. It depends on sort of your update rate and all that stuff. It's just for a gag, so I'm not too worried about making it crazy perfect. So far, hey, Lakia Trippert. So far, it's working sort of most of the time. Every now and then, it does weird freezes, and I haven't tracked that down yet. The media controls don't work like they used to, and I'm still chasing that down. I've made some improvements. I've written my own browser extensions to replicate some of the behavior from my previous computer. The thing is, it could be Windows 11 stuff. I don't know. I'm seeing flashes in the live stream. I hope that's not coming through on your end. 1 second. I'm not seeing stream preview. Here we go. All right, there we go. Do you guys see that flashing? Let me know if everything is weird or good. Also, I'm feeling really hot today. I'm just in my t-shirt and I'm still boiling. All right, so the idea is to basically put a little eyelash on the screen. And I've kind of done that part already, but I kind of want to simplify it. I want to make this super simple. And there's a couple of little things I want to do. I want to be able to kind of move it. And I'm thinking maybe I only move it on touch devices. So if somebody tries to wipe it off their screen, they kind of push it around. But obviously on a monitor, it doesn't make sense. So maybe we actually ignore click and we'll only listen to touch, which might be a bit tricky to test. So let's have a look at, and I had some ideas like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool if you can kind of like, not just move it, but like it rotates as you push it, like have a little bit of physics applied to it, you know? And it doesn't like completely move with your finger, but it kind of stays behind. Like sometimes you try to grab something and you don't quite get it, you know? But I don't think I want to mess with that right now. I'm not feeling inspired, and it could be a bit of work. And I haven't done anything quite like it before. So I'd probably spend hours just messing around and nah. So let us see. We definitely don't want to be able to kind of move it from anywhere, right? We want to definitely do some basic collision checks. But I think maybe it makes sense to not... Yeah, there's something tickling my leg. Down, but 1 second. Let me see that. De-organized my desk because obviously I have 2 computers at the moment and not exactly double the cables, but a lot of extra cables, and I had to unwrap them, and I need to rewire most of the desk, to be honest. Let us see. I am currently doing this to kind of be touch and mouse friendly, but maybe that's not what we want. Let's see. And I'd like to clean this up. And like things like this, I'd like to take as an opportunity to kind of overall build like modules that I can reuse. So I don't really want this here. I want to have like a better way. So basically I have get event XY. So I should really be using that. So let's first of all do this, right? And then we'll do let XY equals this dot get event XY event. By the way, I'm trying to start a bit earlier, but to be honest, it's almost 5 already, and I usually try to start at 5, so it's not really early, it's more like on time. But since I tried to do the stream kind of for the Americans, but since it's overlaps with Zetamat's stream, I basically never have viewers anyways. And I'm going to stream more often, so I think I have a Monday and Thursday stream as well. Mondays, I'll try to do bug fixes and user support stuff, so basically go through emails and sort out certain things. And Thursdays, similar to what I do on Sundays. I live in, like, I'm in Central Europe time. So it is, you know, 4:45 in the evening right now. And basically for morning in America is evening for me. So yeah, like, the stream usually overlaps with, it must be quite early in the morning for you then. Probably East Coast, perhaps. All right, so let's output this. And I don't think we need this anymore. I kind of left this in the middle yesterday. So I'm just going to look for that event. Am I not running the... Oh yeah, I was doing some checks. Is it... Oh. EA again. What's going on? Something isn't working quite right. All right. Ooh. We'll probably need to have the network tab open just so I can disable the cache basically. Right, let's refresh. We have a problem reaching this. Now, this isn't a problem because I don't do tracking anyways, but the fact that this stalls the server is a bit of a problem. Let's actually look into that quickly, see if we can figure out if we can have an easy way of fixing that. Basically, I'm passing through access to the analytics script through my server, and for some reason, it's giving me this. And I think this is something like my computer's probably doing the same thing too many times or something, and not releasing things. There's a lot of little bugs that kind of accumulate. For those who are performing those requests per day, you need a solution for this issue. It's quite normal to get when performing a lot of requests on your server. Node.js itself doesn't perform in DNS caching. It delegates everything. Mind that even requests perform DNS can become quite expensive. To avoid this bottleneck, can implement DNS. Speaking of that, I almost feel like I should probably cache that actually and only request it like once every couple of minutes or something. All right. Let's think. So, where's the server? Server. Not that one. Here's server. So we are getting that error from the plausible proxy. Plausibleproxy.web. So we're getting this error here. Now, why does that stall everything else? That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. Handle plausible proxy error. Now, we don't actually get to here. We're getting to here. And that's kind of weird. Like, I don't understand why it doesn't get to the rest of the page, basically. I also don't understand this. Why are all these so big and then this is all shrunk? Like, it's not loading the page, even though it's stalled on something here. Pending. So why is this being stalled a problem? If I go here and press escape, the rest of it should still run. Like, this failing shouldn't be a problem. Can I think what I need to do is I basically need to handle the error better here, but I'm not super comfortable with this proxy tool. So this is HTTP proxy, and I don't recall exactly how that actually works specifically. Let's see. 10:40. Oh, okay, it's not too early. Well, depends what you like to do early, first thing Sunday mornings, I guess. Yeah, I guess I could do it like at 4 even. 10:40, that would be 9. Yeah, that's not too bad. My God, why am I so hot? What is the temp like? I don't even know what the temperature is in here. It's too hot though. I might have to change to a thinner t-shirt actually. This is quite thick. Yeah, okay. Now, the problem is, if I get an error, how do I handle that error? Because it gives me this error handler, but I don't think I can do anything else with that. HTTP proxy. Create proxy server. Yes, yes, yes. HTTP create server. Create your target server. So let's just do this. What if I do this? Like, are there other arguments getting passed in? Doesn't look like it. So I'm guessing what happens is it kind of times out. Possible. Let's just do this. Kill all node. I sometimes get in trouble with no. I also need to kill some of these keys because I think I had disabled caps lock disabled on my previous machine. I don't see anything here that would do that. So we're having a problem proxying to this, but I'm pretty sure if I take this and then just open that, like that, right? I think if I just do that, it'll come through. Yeah, that just works straight away. I mean, I guess I could do the proxy myself. I could like literally just no, not really. The reason I'm proxying it is because it needs to pass through all the server variables. Otherwise, no, wait. I don't know if it uses any information for tracking when it's just pulling the script. Maybe not. I don't understand how it fails though. Error: get address info, plausible IO. Like, is get address info? Get address info. Get address info not found. Like, this is an issue. Node. For those who refer millions of requests per day in the solution of this issue, it's quite normal to get when performing a lot of requests on your server. Node.js itself does perform, yeah. You need to have in mind that every HTTP request this become quite expensive. To avoid bottleneck getters if errors, you can implement a DNS cache. Get lookup, you look up implementation. So do I need to actually add a DNS cache? Because I've had this issue before and it's annoying, and I don't think it's happening on the server. I've only ever experienced it on localhost, which is kind of strange. Like, why I would have an issue locally where I'm just doing one request, right? Maybe it's related to WSL. This is Docker. Okay. Well, I'm not using Docker. Am I? Maybe Docker snuck back in. No, I don't think so. Mm-mm-mm. Name server plausible.io. Name server command not found. Oh, no, that's not a command. Okay. Mm-mm. Can I just see that? Oh, that doesn't do anything. In Bash, when using Windows, lately I've hooked it. Has autocomplete, allows me to connect to memory. Yada yada. Received error saying get a register. In this short post, I would like to show you how to resolve this. Google, apparently the Bash shell was not able to connect to the internet. Scanning through the results I found. This is silly though. If I just do this, right? No, what the heck? If I just do a curl on the root URL, do I get the address info? It seems like it. What? Okay, so that's a problem. So w curl could not resolve host. Well, I guess we're doing some network debugging before we can start working. Well, that's not great. I guess we can just restart WSL as well. That's a bit annoying. If we do there's shut down WSL list. WSL list. WSL dash list dash s dash v dash verbose. WSL list verbose. What is it? WSL list dash verbose. There we go. Stopped. Okay. So this should be stopped now. If I do enter and restart it. So if I run beta again, is that enough? I just restart now. Yeah. All right. Let's not try to fix the server right now because that's not what we need here for today. Okay. But there's always little things like that that slow you down. Before you know it, you're doing something different that you wanted to do. All right. I also want to get rid of these changes just to make sure I don't accidentally leave something in that shouldn't be there. Yeah, let's get rid of that. All right. Okay. So, here we have the XY on mouse down, right? Now, how do we distinguish touch versus the other stuff, right? So if I output event touches, if I do down, undefined, right? And if I change it to this, undefined. So we're getting, wait, this is weird. Clear. Down. Why is it giving me a right click menu when I'm left clicking? So the second down is strange. And why is this giving me right clicks menu? I'm left clicking. This is very strange. Oh, long click. Long press. Okay. All right. That's super confusing. So I think we probably want to ignore if this is undefined, right? So if event.touches is undefined, defined, we'll just not do anything on mouse down. Now, do we care about mouse down at all? Or do we just care about mouse move? Yeah, because mouse move doesn't fire unless we have the mouse down here. But we don't actually... Yeah, because basically I'm thinking, do I need the mouse down and mouse up? I mean, we need to move from 2, right? And we don't really get a delta. Because basically mouse move, the first mouse move after mouse down, has a different XY coordinate, right? If we do this, this, no, this. So if we do this, okay. Boom. Release. And if we do event touches right after. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to move this to the left and make this some sort of phone shape. There we go. Oh, I wish I could make these smaller. Or hide them completely. So, clear, down, move. This is a down, this is a move. And these give us all touch lists. We can do this and this. Boom, right? So, now, we need to store the down, and we can just put that in here. We can just store the down like this. This don't hair down. Close page, XY page. Oh. Boom. HY. Ah, no, wait. XY is already... We have already done that. Right. So we actually want to do this. I'm trying to think if there's an easy way of not assigning an array. Ah, we could do this. Do something like this, right? So we could do out 0 equals this. Out 1 equals that. Right? Let's say out.length equals 2. And then we'll return out. Like that. And we'll probably do the same with this one. We'll do something like this. Like that. And just this, boom. Like that. And that. Then we'll just return out. Something like that. Little update here. Okay. So now we can actually just pass this in like that. And then we don't need any of this other stuff. Boom. And then we can just do this. And then none of these are needed. Right? And instead of hair down, we'll just say double dot pointer down. Pointer down. Pointer move. So let's just be explicit about it in generic, and then we can do with these things whatever we please, right? And then here we'll do something similar, but instead of pointer down, it's pointer move, and then we'll get a pointer delta out of that. Right? So boom, pointer down, pointer move. Okay. And now we'll have a delta of the current movement, but we don't just want it. Hey Mark, how are you doing? We don't want just the delta of the current movement, right? Because we have a bunch of deltas here, because we have a delta relative to the window. So if I'm moving the window around, in fact, yeah, That probably doesn't work right now. I think I've probably basically disabled that at the moment. Yeah. Actually, what I'm gonna do is, can I just pop this out? And then we can just make this 100%. We'll do it like this. And then we can just have that there. Ah! That goes here. Right? Why am I seeing... Oh, okay. The heck is that up there? Alright. So. Hair delta, page Y. Okay, I'm trying to remember what I did yesterday. Sort it all out. Okay. So, the page... We have a hair offset. We have a hair position. We have a hair delta. And we have a window offset, basically, with the window screen X and Y, right? And, oh my god, because here I basically calculated the offset this way, but I'm trying to kind of make the mouse movement info separate from that, right? Let's get rid of that. So, we can say, we don't need that anymore, and we can do let this dot point, oh, this dot pointer delta pointer do that equals this, oh come on, dot pointer move minus 0 is this dot pointer down, right? And I just want to make sure this is kind of positive or negative. Positive if I move to the right, negative if I move to the left. Positive to the right, okay. Then, when we're updating the hair, and where are we updating the hair? I think the hair update is happening, well, it should happen on request animation frame, right? Because right now, it's not doing that. So, handle update hair. Okay, so handle update hair happens a lot. We can slow it down, actually, for testing purposes. Instead of 16, we can do twice a second, right? And it's get hair XY. So hair position, hair delta. Update hair. Let's just do this. Hair position and hair delta. And I think I just want this to be an array like that. Just do XY like that. And this would be XY0, XY1. We'll just get into the habit of doing an array syntax there. So we have the XY here, the position there, and the delta there. Now the delta is the thing that I was doing here. And then we'll have window, screen X, screen Y. We can do get window XY. We'll basically do the same thing, right? Boom. Just window. That, boom. Yeah, we'll probably don't need that here, but I'm just gonna put it here for a sec. So the window XY is 0, 0 here. Now that's weird. Why is it window 0, 0 here? Maybe the phone... Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. So while we're in mobile mode... So basically the Windows stuff only applies to desktop, while the touch stuff only applies to the phone. Because now we have window positioning here. Okay. If I do this now, and I do this, yeah, and now the hair moves. Okay. I am just confusing myself here. Hey Shelby, how are you doing? I am cooking here. Holy moly, why is it so hot? So let's bring this up back to 16 milliseconds. So, yeah. I don't think the little stutter, there's anything I can do about it, because I can't update this faster. Because even if I were to update the position faster, it wouldn't re-render, right? And 60 FPS is just noticeable. And it's probably more than 60 FPS. It probably takes more than one frame to update, right? Like, if I updated this every 2 milliseconds, let's say, right? I don't think it would be any smoother. Yeah, it wouldn't be any smoother at all. There's the hair. All right. So on desktop, we'll have this effect. And on the phones, we'll have kind of not being able to clean it effect, right? I'm also thinking right now it's not getting rotated, right? If I refresh that, no, it is getting rotated. Okay, all right. Where is it? Where is it? Is it over the keypad? There it is. Okay, let's go back to the mobile view and see if we can move it. All right. So now here, moving the window doesn't do anything, but smudging it should. And basically what we need to manipulate is the hair delta, I believe. Now, what do we have here? We need to... I don't want to accumulate errors, right? So we basically need to have a temporary... we need to null the hair delta, basically, right? Does that make sense? Because we're just adding these two together, right? Hair position is the initial position. So what we want to do is when we're pushing the mouse down and we're starting tracking the touch movement, and we do want to handle up as well. Right? And we don't want to do that check here. So when we're do we even need a down? I'm trying to think. We need a delta on the first movement, right? And I'm wondering if the touch data gives us a delta, right? If I output event.touches, I think there's not just an XY. I think we already get a delta here, right? Page, screen, client, force, radius, no touch. I mean, no delta. Okay, so we need to hold on to the deltas ourselves. Okay, so we still need the first. We still need the position on mouse down. Okay, but on mouse down, we want to null out the hair delta. Now, hair delta, I don't think is being changed here. Because we want to the hair delta is going to be what our movement delta is going to be, right? But of course, it can't just get reset each time. So so hair delta is basically pointer delta then. We don't actually need pointer delta here at all. That's just hair delta, right? So if I do this and I do this, yeah, and then it jumps back. So basically we want to reset it on up and down. Sorry, on both really. Okay, let's get rid of the spam. No. Yeah. So boom, and mouse up. So on mouse up, we want to reset hair delta. By that, what I mean is we want to move everything that accumulated in hair delta into a hair position. So hair delta becomes 0, 0 again. Boom. So you see, we have a delta here now because we've been moving it. And now at the end, we basically want to, you know, set this to 0 and make hair position be the thing that it is, right? So hair pause 0 equals hair pause plus hair pause 0 plus. Man, I feel like I'm so tempted to build a little micro vector library, but I'm resisting. Really not too much hassle. Oh, and then hair delta 0, 0, 1. I don't know why I'm trying to avoid allocations, which is really stupid in this case. So if I let go here now, hair delta should be reset, and now I should be able to drag again. And then when I let go, hair delta is reset again, right? So hair delta and hair position, and let's make this a one-liner. These will change according to how much we've moved the hair. Let go, and now after the movement, hair delta should be 0, right? And this can just be a plus equals, right? And we kind of want to do the same thing on start, even though it should never be a problem here. We're just gonna do it, you know. Well, maybe I'll make a function for that. Little reset hair delta. So reset hair delta basically just does this and not that. And we'll just do this. And we'll do that here. Let me know if you hear any difference on my keyboard, because I got this ultra silent keyboard now. Very similar to my old one, but supposedly 90% quieter. Okay. So we don't actually need to track down. Well, we do actually. In a way, we will have to do that anyways. Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there in a sec. Alright, so that'll update. Well, sure. And okay, that'll do the reset. That'll do this. This one we're not using. Okay. Basically, yeah. Now we just need to do the calculation for the intersection, and I'm gonna ignore the rotation. So we need to figure out where our mouse is and where our hair is, and we need to do a bit of testing regarding scaling. Although it seems to pretty much ignore scaling as it's supposed to. If I go to desktop, where's the hair? Yeah, so we need to handle that as well. Although I would be okay with just not bothering with that, to be honest. All right. On pointer down, let's figure out where everything is, right? So we'll output that. We have our pointer down. But we also know that the hair currently is wherever this is, right? So, nope. No. So when I press down, yeah, that only works in mobile mode. So pointer down, XY. Now, the XY is not the actual position because it's offset by the screen, yada yada, right? So, I think this is what we actually care about. We can do this. Equals this and this. Right? If I press down, we got the pointer, we got the hair. If I press down on the hair, these are fairly close. All right, let us get the bounding rect. Bound. Boom. And then we'll do some double checks on the hair element and so on and so forth. And the bounds, I don't really, well, might as well do it properly, I suppose. I'm just a little concerned about units, but I think this should all be within screen units. We'll find out. So we'll say, can I do? If I do this, is this running at all times? Handle mouse move only happens while I'm pressing down. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, basically I just want to check if we're near the thing, right? So let's see. Bottom, right, top. Top and XY 143. Yeah, you see these are different, and that's a little concerning because I don't know what they're relative to and why they're different. Bottom 188, left 117, while this one is 125. Let's do that actually in desktop mode, right? So in desktop mode, we'll have the move. Chip. So we have this. Oh. Move. Yeah, we don't actually want to move the hair right now. We just want to see where the cursor is relative to the hair. So the X and Y here is hair position plus hair delta. Hair position plus hair delta. Is it though? One second. I feel like I'm missing something here. Hair position, hair delta. Now the hair position here is that including the window stuff? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's like in absolute coordinates, right? Because we can move that. So we need to actually subtract these. Something like that. Right? So if I'm down here, XY 378. So my X on my mouse X should be, and we'll probably want to do that. Let's ignore the bounds for a sec here. I just want to see where the mouse cursor is relative to the hair, right? So, are we near the hair? And let's color code the hair as well. Just to make sure we know what we're doing. Yeah, here we go. So, I'm comparing the left numbers with the right. So as I'm going to the left, yeah, we're smaller than 260, bigger than 260, and then we'll want to look at the bounds. And let's do X only. So hair position 0. So we'll do let M E. So that's our mouse position. The hair position. No, we want XY. XY. We want MP0. And we'll do a let bounds. Oh. We'll output the bounds. Just maybe to save us a bit of time. So X, Y, and the bounds. Do we have left and right? So 287. Okay, so the problem is the bounds might not take the rotation into consideration. And I should ensure that the rotation is around the center, and I don't think I currently am. So let us do that right now. In fact, you know, one way of doing this. Oh my god, one way of doing this would be, you know, instead of just doing that, we're gonna do this. Boom. Is that okay? Maybe. It's random, so it's gonna be just bouncing all over the place, isn't it? Template string. 360. That. Boom. Unexpected templates string. Oh. Here we go. All right, it is rotating around its center point. Okay, I wasn't sure about that. That didn't set it up that way. But I guess that's the default. Okay, so I don't have to worry about the transform origin. And we can just do a distance check to the center, right? So let's stop that spinning. That doesn't look nice. And then we're going to do, instead of doing an AABB check, we're actually going to do a distance check, because we're not actually going to do that very often. And the distance is just going to be I guess whatever that is, right? So bounds width height should be the same. Yeah. So we're just going to do zip. And the X and Y is going to be upper left corner, right? So we're going to do... So we're going to do this. We're going to do plus 0.5 times bounds dot width. 0.5 times bound dot height. Right, so now our XY is the center of the hair. So 241, and then we go over the side. All right, and we're just gonna do that size equal boom. Nice. And we basically right. I'm just gonna do the distance formula here. Actually, distance, is that a calc dist? Is that a function in utilities? Distance error. Calc distance error. Yeah, we can do that, right? We can do calc distance error xy mp. So now distance is small, and then it gets bigger. Okay. And we want half of size. We want to compare this to half of size squared? No. Okay, that's already square root and all that stuff. So boom. Boom. Okay. So let us do that. We'll do if... Actually, we're going to do object assign style. Background color equals... And we're just going to do this. if this is smaller than that, right, then we're gonna do red, else green. I guess that'll be enough as a demonstration. Oop, oop, oop. So it's a circle. Yeah. All right, I think... Ooh, no, that's not right. On the right side seems to be... That seems inaccurate. One second. We're referring to the upper left corner with this. Mouse pointer is get XP from the event, right? So as I'm going to the right here, well, let me get rid of one of these lines. The move no, the move line is the one we want. Get rid of this one, right? So if I'm going to the left, so 19 smaller than 21. Boom. Okay. All right. So for X and Y, it looks fine. One sec. And if we do all of this for the Y coordinate as well, that should get us some insights here. Something isn't right. So I'm going to the right, and our distance here is going towards 0, and then it's going back up towards 20, and then we're out. Going down, 20, 0, 20, and out. Okay. And the overall distance is rounded as well. And the size. I'm really struggling to, like, see the difference between the two axes. My brain is just not letting me pay attention. So I'm gonna do this. And we're gonna do also this. Alright, let's see if that makes more sense. So this should be near 0, 0. It's true, 5 is smaller than 24. Fair enough. 21 is larger than 24. Now, why are we struggling here on the right side? So from the middle, diagonally downwards. Now we're larger. Diagonally upwards. It looks like it's growing much faster, doesn't it? This is supposed to be the center, but it says 10. Let us disable rotation for a second here. Rotate. Let's just make the 0. Let's see if the rotation has anything to do with it. Okay. So X 25 0 is here, and then back out to 20. Okay, and then Y 20 10 16. I have a feeling the bounding box is messing with me. How big is this thing? I mean, the problem is I'm I've been setting it in centimeters, so that translates to something, right? And this is gonna be hard to see. Actually, you know, go over here. So this up. Oh, no, we can't. I have to refresh you. All right, so this object is 37 by 79, which makes sense. 37 by 79. So on the X, half of that, 37. Yeah, 19. And then this should be back up to 19. Okay. And then Y is 19, and then back up to 19. And then diagonally 26. Okay. That seems to be correct. If I rotate by 15 degrees. I'm still wondering if the rotation... The thing is, the rotation seems to be around the center, right? So it shouldn't affect if we're inside or outside. But you see, there's a circle. My god, there's something isn't right. And I hate not having kind of a way of debugging what's coming out of here. One sec. Our bounds... Oh, that's flashing. Our bounds... Still flashing. Can I change that? Oh, I didn't save it. Alright, our bounds, width, and height. Can we output that? Bounds... Bounds dot width, bounds dot height. Right? $51. But the object is... No, now it's 51. Okay, so the bounds do include the rotation, I think. If I change this angle to 0... Now the bounds are 37. From 18 to 18. Okay. And if I rotate it by 180, just flipped, right? Okay, now it still looks fine. And if I rotate it by 45 degrees, now it's all screwed up. See that? It should be green here. God damn it. All right, let's just CSS transform origin center. Let's just set that. Even though it looks like it's rotating around the center, yada yada, you're right. I'm pretty sure that's default as well. I'm pretty sure that's meant to be default. It drives me crazy. I mean, I'm probably good to just ignore that. The whole thing is a little bit, you know, I don't think this detail matters at all for the, you know, illusion. But it's driving me crazy. Why is the center of this considered to be down there, right? I almost want to put something on the screen. Okay, I'm going to put something on the screen. When we're rendering the hair, I'm going to do this dot marker L equals blah 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 document insert before end diff marker hair marker L equals hair marker, and then object assign style position absolute up 0 px, 0 px, width 3 px, height 3 px, and background red. Does that give me a little red dot in the upper corner? Does that give me an error? So nothing renders anymore? Yep. Okay, so we have our little red dot up there. And we should be able to move the little red dot to where we think the center of the whole thing is, right? And the center of the whole thing should be, in theory, up, left. Alright, so the center of the whole thing should be here. Let's see if that is actually the center of the whole thing. What? The red dot is up here. It's like X and Y are switched. How the hell is X and Y switched? Wait a second. X. This is the X coordinate, right? These are the zeros. And 0 is supposed to be X. And that's 18. Yeah, X is small. Oh, I swapped them here. I'm an idiot. All right. And we also need to be high up. Very high up. All right. So the dot here is clearly not in the center of it. Clearly not. Okay. At least I'm not completely insane. All right. I'm feeling good about this. At least I'm not going completely bonkers. Not so. All right. Let's see if we can pull some of these things out of there. So what if we make this left dot bounds dot left. Bounds dot left. Bounds dot top. And then a width. And height. So that should represent the bounds object once I figure it out. Bounds dot top, bounds dot top. Unexpanded. God damn it. That's why you gotta put commas everywhere, just in case. Alright. We also want this to be transparent now. RGBA 25500 0.4. There we go. Alright. Okay. So the bound seems to be okay. Is it because I was using width? If I'm using... No, this is correct, right? Wow, there's like an optical illusion for me that makes it seem as if this bounding rectangle is also rotated. So that looks correct. Now if we make this times 0.5, it should hit the exact center of the rotated square. Except, is that the center? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so bounds dot left. But that's not the same as that. Oh. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Because this position is already the center there. No, it's not. It's the center where of the square would be. Okay, so the problem is the bounds get larger as the square rotates. But for this position, we need the actual size of the original square when it's not rotated. So we can just use the bounds all the way, right? So instead of doing this, we can just do bounds.left plus bounds.width 0.5. And then the same with top and height. All right, and now, yeah, now we don't have that weirdness anymore where depending on the rotation, it feels shifted and offset. Okay. Yeah. If you don't do like visual programming frequently, it's very easy to kind of just lose track of the basics. Okay. So that gets us our collision detection, basically. Get is okay. Do we want to do because we could use the touch size as a, you know, because the touch, you know, has a size depending on how hard you press in theory, right? So we should be able to use that as a sort of additional offset. Yeah, so we have mouse event, touches. Nope. Touch event, right. So we have touch event. Change touch. Oh, does that have the deltas? No. But we have touch radius, right? So, size, bounds, width. So, e.get touch state function event, and that's just gonna return true or false, right? We're just gonna take all of this mess, stick it in there, boom, and then we're just gonna do this dot get touch state event, right? And then we'll do event dot touches 0 yada yada radius x. So that's size is bounds dot width plus event dot touches 0 dot radius x. And we're not gonna worry about multi-touch. Dear God, let's not do that. And yeah, that should be fine. Boom, return false. All right. Did we get an error there? No. Okay. So now instead of doing all of this, got this, we're just going to return smaller than half the size, right? Yeah. And then we don't need any of that. And then we'll just do update here. Handle mouse touch. So the question is, do we care about touch? Basically, we only want to move the hair when... Okay, so I'm thinking right now, because we're entering this sort of swiping, touching mode, and we're kind of handling the delta relative to that. Now, with the touch thing, if we want to enter and exit the mode, we actually need to reset the hair delta at some point, right? The problem is the pointer down. When we are resetting the hair delta, we also want to reset the pointer down, don't we? Okay. So, let's call this push. This is when we want to push the hair. Boom. Whoop. MP is not defined. Okay. 486. Maybe 4. MP is not defined. All right. For that. Does that work? All right. So when we're not pushing, we kind of want to do the reset, right? So if yada yada, we'll do all that. But if we're not pushing, if not, so let push hair equals that, right? And then if not push hair, we're actually gonna reset. We're gonna do 2 resets. We'll do this reset, and pointer down becomes pointer move. Pointer down 0 equals pointer move 0, because we're basically starting fresh from this, unless we're pushing, right? So now, yeah. All right, so that's not looking right. False. If not push hair, so we're resetting, right? So pointer down, pointer. So when we're updating the hair, what do we care about? Get hair XY. We care about hair position and hair delta. Hair delta is changed to this. Handle reset hair delta. No, this is not right. This is not right. Okay, yeah. We need to actually overlay these with a second set of events. No, artificial events, you know, start push and finish push, right? So we want to track the delta, but only care about the last delta between, you know, so we got to track where we were the last time we didn't have when we changed state, right? So mouse down, we'll track that. It's a bit annoying because I don't want to keep one interval, because then we're accumulating errors. Like, I don't want to calculate deltas, right? Except I'm not. No, I'm not calculating delta. Yeah, I kind of am. I kind of am. All right, let me think. We don't care if it's a down event or not. We don't actually care, right? We just need to know the previous pointer position at all times. And when we start tracking, that's when we do the whole down thing and whatnot, right? Okay, so handle p.handle update pointer. Like, we don't care if it's move or down or whatever, right? So, so this dot pushing equals false. All right, then we'll do let is pushing equals get pushed, yada yada. And now we'll do this dot, what did I call it? Pushing? A pushing. And is pushing. Right. And then instead of all of this, I'm gonna do this. Instead of all of this, we're also just gonna do that. And I'm oh man, why touch event, like events, these kind of events are always a bit annoying, complicated. So, reading, cannot read properties undefined. Yeah, passing the event. I am boiling here. Holy moly, it's hot today. Event is not defined. Let's add some letters to make it be the thing that it's supposed to be. All right. So, false, false. False, true. Why does this not happen when I'm clicking? Why does it think I'm clicking up there? Oh, I'm pressing the button. Okay. False, false. False, true. So mouse down doesn't seem to do the thing. That's weird. Handle up to, oh, okay, all right. So I click here. We get a mouse down, fetch list, and handle update mouse pointer. Okay, false true, and then false false. Yeah. So the false true is our transition that we're looking for, right? We like if we were at false and then we go to true, we want to start pushing, and that's when we have to store our variables and stuff. So basically, the stuff we used to do on move, on mouse down, we'll have to do up here now. Okay, so if not this dot pushing and is pushing, then console.warn start pushing. And start pushing, basically we'll have to do a reset, and we'll have to do this. Boom. Now, I don't know if we actually... and then this dot pushing equals true. So, we'll start pushing, else if this dot pushing and not is pushing, we'll stop pushing, start, and else, and then if they're both true, if this dot pushing and is pushing, because if they're both false, we don't do anything, right? Continue pushing, right? So now if I move, boom, stop pushing. Okay, let's get rid of this and rid of this and rid of this. Now let's do some tests, right? So if I move down we have start pushing, continue, stop pushing. If I press on it and move away, we don't have a start pushing. Start, continue, stop, continue pushing. Oh, because stop pushing, we're not doing the update here. Boom. Those false. Boom. And we want to do this on hand mouse move, hand mouse down, hand mouse up. And I don't think we actually want to do this here either. Boom. Boom. Right. And we can do this maybe. I'm a little bit concerned that that might cause a problem, but we'll see. Start pushing, continue, stop, start, continue, stop, start, continue, stop. Okay. Now the problem is while we're pushing, we're always going to be on top of it. So if we release, there's two things we can do. We can make it not follow at the same speed as the mouse. So as we're swiping across it, it's a bit slower, and then we kind of swipe over it eventually, right? Or we have to basically have to emulate a force stop. Force stop is not force stop, and so if force stop is false or is not true, so if force stop is not equal true, and this is pushing. If force stop is true, is pushing is always going to be false. Wait, if not equals true is true. If it's equal to true, then this is if force stop equal to true, this is false, and then this is always false. All right, and then we'll do handle mouse up. We gotta do roop. So roop, roop, oh. Okay, and now we basically have to move all this stuff in there. So we'll do a reset delta here, and we'll do a handle reset delta here, and continue pushing. We'll do these things, right? And we do a reset on stop, and start pushing. We'll do, yeah, we have done that already. Okay, so now I should be able to yeah, now if I want to slow it down, can I do that? If I say equals 0.9 times, for example, right? So let's say we have some sort of random factor or small factor that makes it move slower than the mouse moves, right? So I can do this. Slower than that. So I can kind of rub it. I can push it, but I can't, like, I can't easily move the whole thing. I can't just drag and drop it, right? If I do this, I kind of lose track of it. And I'm now tempted to rotate it slightly. Just a random direction. Okay. All right. So if we do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, right? Get rid of that, rid of that, and rid of that. Right? Don't need that anymore. And we'll do do this dot hair angle. MPOS. I don't think we're using MPOS anymore. No. I don't think we're using down anywhere. Dot down. Nope. We're using pushing. Hair delta head, or okay. Pointer delta. I don't think we ended up using that. Okay. So hair dot angle equals this. Boom. Where was I? Here we go. And that's just going to be math.round. That's fine. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're just going to put that in here. Boom. Okay. Get rid of the magenta for now. So if I do this, right? Now, as we're moving it, according to the speed that we're moving, which is the distance of these two, right? So, speed. Really? Is it? Calculate. Calc. Distance R. This and down. That's basically our speed, right? Whoop. Speed. Speed. No, that's not our speed. That's the speed relative to how long we've dragged it overall. To actually get the speed, we'd have to find the difference to the previous hair delta, right? So let ref h rev h, god damn it, hair delta equal, nice, right? And now the speed is actually excuse me. The speed is the difference between these two. Can I just do the same thing? Can I just calculate the distance between these two? Is that sensible in any way? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so that's our speed. Let speed equals that, right? And then this dot hair angle I need to clean up all this other stuff as well. So hair angle, if I add or subtract speed to it, do we always want to make it rotate in the same direction? What we could do is we could, when we start pushing, we just randomly pick a direction. So when we do this, this dot rotate here equals math dot random math dot random greater than 0.5 1 -1, right? And I don't know if it's greater or equal, what we want here. And then we'll do this to rotate deer. So this dot hair angle plus equals rotate deer times speed, right? And now we just have to also update this when we're updating the hair, right? Like here. Is that enough? It looks a bit weird, maybe, but because I don't care about, but I think it makes it a little bit more lifelike. I kind of like it. What do you think, Mark? You're still around? Maybe to make the smudge effect. I wonder if this is even visible on the stream because it's so tiny. So we have our little hair here, our little eyelash, and we're just gonna drag it around like this, and it rotates a bit, and it's kind of annoying, right? And we should probably do the drag speed or the drag fraction also a little random. So this dot push ratio equals math dot random. Let's say 0.5 plus 0.5. Or it's maybe 0.5 plus 0.4 times. So between 0.5 and 0.9. And then we'll just put that in here. How about that? What does that look like? Where's the hair? Come here. Every time we push, it might come for a different ratio. Maybe even higher, right? Maybe 0.65. And you can kind of do this, right? And on a phone screen, that might actually happen. And I just lost my console. Wait. There we go. Okay. All right. I like that. It's not terrible. Okay, so get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, now we have a bunch of stuff here, and I want to move all of this into our seasonal feature. So let's see, which of these can we get rid of? Mark presumed that we'll want to have some sort of toggle, and we'll probably do, but I'm trying to remember if seasonal has a toggle already built in. I'm not sure it does. So under experimental, Tuesday off. Okay, so let's make that work first of all. Handle init hand change. Let me just see how that's supposed to work. Let's confine everything into little functions. So when we're moving it to a different object, we don't have to worry about these things, right? Handle change. Okay, that's just the setting stuff. This dot air interval. Right. Clear interval. Just in case it's running here, right? Now we don't actually want handle init here. Handle change, attach element, detach element. So we kind of wanna attach element, detach element. We might want to rename that. So this and up down shear enabled through and up, mouse down, mouse move mouse down, mouse up. Okay, we also want to do this. Catch up. Init. I think we want to init the hair here, actually. We'll do this. Right. And then we'll do an update. And we'll update hair. Attach, yada, yada, yada. Hair interval, hair. Okay. We're not doing that here now. Does that work still? Where's the hair? Where's the hair? Did I disable the hair? Maybe. Oh, okay. We'll stay on. So we have set setting. On mobile, the hair is probably too exercised because of the device scaling. Well, this is supposed to be the mobile device scaling, so it doesn't look like it. Handle update hair, attach element. And the hair is 1 centimeter, so whatever is 1 centimeter, right? It's not sized by pixels. That's why I wanted a high resolution here, because I'm gonna scale it anyways in the app. And let the, you know, take advantage of the device scaling. We want it to be double or quadruple resolution. Chip. Set setting, handle change, attach element, handle update hair. So handle update hair does this, but init hair. Oh, we need render hair before update hair. Okay. Boom. I think this is the order we want things. Where's the hair? Where is it? Second. Phone doesn't fit on the screen. So, do we have a hair? No. Now we should have a hair. There it is. Alright. Now we can table it. Gone. And we should switch it on. We should get a new hair. Okay. So, wait. I wonder if I should make it slightly transparent, like 0.8 or something. Because maybe it'll blend in more and it'll look like it's thinner. Okay, now. Which element, if feature is enabled, return. I don't know why we would want to do that. Which enabled is true. No. Now we do want it to default to be true. And I have to try to remember how we do that. In fact, we might just want to invert it. Trying to think. What is a default on feature? Yeah, actually the setting should just be an inverted setting, right? It should just be Fool's Day should be disabled, right? Disable Fool's Day. So it should be that. Right. And then we should be setting, this should be inverted. Like that. So now, April Fool's Day on, but if I go incognito, yeah, so in incognito mode, should default to disable Fool's Days on here. Yeah, so it defaults to on, which we obviously don't want. The feature is enabled, but the setting should be disabled. Why did it come to with this setting? Gonna get annoying. Let me just do that. Boom. Setting true, setting true. Why does the setting come through as true? Oh. Ah, here it is. Geesh. Okay. Refresh. Setting comes through as true. Why? Do settings always default to true? Wait, let's give it a different name. Let's call the setting height full stay, right? So setting is true. So it defaults to true. Okay, so I guess I don't have to invert it then. But I'm not seeing it. Why are these all... Oh, because that's the default setting. All right, right. I get it. Full stay on. So setting is true. Okay, and here I inverted it. Okay, so that's all wrong. Let's reset. Boom. And if setting is true, you should get an attach element. Feature enabled should be false. Otherwise, enable it. Here we go. Okay. And this won't work in mobile view. But here... Where's the hair? There's the hair. Found it. Because obviously it's relative to origin. So if you're switching from one to the other, there's the hair. Okay. So it has this basically for desktop where you can't move it because not a touchscreen, right? You can't rub it with the mouse cursor. Although it would be kind of funny. I wonder if I should let people push it with the mouse cursor after all. What do you think? Maybe just for the funsies. Maybe it's just more fun that way. So maybe we don't need that check about touch stuff. So get touch state. So event touches. So if I get rid of that, and I'll just say event, like, oops. If I say event touches like that, or 0, maybe give it like a little, 0 is fine. Right. If I do this, anywhere else where it'll fail without touch events. Oh. It'll do it without mouse down. So we might need the mouse down flag after all. Alright. This dot... is down. So we'll do if yada yada, mouse down, mouse down is true. And there's probably a bunch of small things that I'm not checking, like leaving the window and all that stuff. I'm gonna ignore those basically. And then handle update pointer is for pushing, is for stop, and this blah blah blah, and pointers down. So now this won't push. This will push. And in touch mode, so we can do this, right? And if we're in touch mode, oh wait, we're not in touch mode here. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so switching to touch mode, but yeah, again, like I don't care about that. Because I'd have to reset the coordinate system, right? And I could do that, but yeah, for normal users, they're not going to change modes. There's problem too. With mouse, you can move the hair to the side. People don't know about the setting. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I figured. And it's a bit of fun, right? Like, I feel like we'd be denying them the fun, basically. Okay, now the question is, do I cram it in with a seasonal feature? That was my plan originally. because like all the seasonal stuff, like Pumpkinhead and for Halloween, I was kind of planning to put it all in here. But it feels like this feature is big enough, and maybe I'll just have it separate like this. What I do need to do is I need to update it though, because you used a very old setting syntax. So let me just pull out something more modern. For example, user plugins is modern. Yeah. No, not UI theme. User plugins. So we don't want this outer closure. Then we want this. Don't want any of this then. And then we need to implement the API, obviously, because that's missing right now. So we have the whole API. Boom, boom. API. And then here. Now handle load. I don't think we need that. Yeah. Go. All here. And then this is setting. Right. Now, we don't need that anymore, and we need to change that. We have handle in it. All the other stuff should be handled by itself now. Let us also look at one of the other ones that's updated. Is this updated? No. Something that's toggleable. It's updated. I've not updated all of them. Nope. Most of them are probably not updated actually. But updated? Yes. Called solve counter. That's how you kind of tell if a feature is mature. Alright, because handle init, I think, used elsewhere, no. Add feature. Yeah, so we have this dot init. Which happens here. And then we'll just do a handle init. Add feature. So that's gotta happen inside handle init then. Okay. Settings default feature enabled. That doesn't make any sense. Then we gotta get rid of that. Add the setting here. Handle change, I don't think needs to be called here. That should also be automatic now. Right? Let's clean all this mess up. Alright. Put here delta, that's fine. And update here. Fine. Update pointer, that's our workhorse. Patch element. Do we need all of this? Anything here we can get rid of? Probably, maybe. Enabled, false. Under here, yada da. Remove here. Here. Yeah. Don't think we added any other elements either. Okay. Handle change. Is that something where we need to worry about it? Add setting. Solve counter definitely has a setting. No, not solve counter. What am I saying? Oh, that's the plugins, right? Mark solve digits. Was that the one? But that's the old stock. Gosh, 15. Oh, doesn't have a setting. Oh. Oh, old style. That's modern, but that doesn't have does have a setting. Why is my search for the setting not working? All right, let's use this one. God damn it, so much stuff open now. Add setting in handle init. Handle on toggle. Little setting change. Yeah, let's do that. Put a name. The arguments. Don't use them. Get settings name. Attach element. Detach element. Yep. Handle init. That doesn't make sense here. Here. Okay. And remove feature does that. Now feature style, do we want to move some of the hair stuff in there? I guess we could. Instead of doing it all inline. But it's not enough to make it worthwhile. I think I'm happy to just leave it here. Yeah. Alright, I think that's fine. Alright, attach element, feature init. Now some of these are more modern than others. I need to homogenize those as well eventually. Attach element, attach element. They're so much simpler than these. I think because this cannot happen in the modern one. And I think this cannot happen either. I think there's a reason why I got rid of all of that. Like these can't happen anymore because its weight still exists, for sure. And we're not even using. I'm currently thinking if I need this here, this check. I probably do. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, well, bunch of testing now. Where's the hair? It is. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. So where are we right now? This diff contains a change in line endings. Did you send me weird line endings? Oh, jeez. I want that to sneak in. Alright, I gotta test this on beta. I'm just gonna upload it quickly, but it's gotta go live on main. Otherwise, nobody's gonna see it, right? So let's do a quick test on beta. We'll do a version bump. This. Alright. Fool's Day 2024 hair prank. Alright. And then I need to update the deploy scripts because I want to move deployment of the puzzle data separately, that it doesn't try to do this together anymore. It's gonna cause problems going forward. Let's see, cognitive mode wanted. So, oh, let's try that. Have we got deployed? Do we see the hair? So there's no hair now. 0.880. What did we just push? 3.90. So that's not updated. Did not finish deploying yet. Yeah, that's why. the deploy script actually crashes a bunch of times. And that's caused a lot of issues because I didn't notice, and I've lost some changes for people. Let's go to the deploy script. We can improve that. In fact, I started... Yeah, I think we need to add this for now. So, let's see. Deploy beta. Yada, yada, yada. We definitely want compression here. And we want the exclude. So, if I do this again, it should be so much faster. And it does make a lot of sense to deploy these time because they're generally online, right? So they're not missing if I don't deploy them. So it makes sense for them to be a complete separate deploy step. Yeah, there we go. Now, this should be updated and already broken. Great! I'm so glad I deployed this immediately without checking again locally. Alright. Feature day. So, handle change is not a function. Yes, I changed it. And I'm running it here like an idiot. Okay, but why am I running it here? Handle change. I shouldn't have to run it here. I think handle init should take care of that. Yeah. So we don't want to run that here because we don't know when we are. Oh wait, no, we are in it here. Oh, this is an old one. God damn it! All right, I really need to like put a spreadsheet up, see which ones are new and which ones are old and all that stuff. This is new, but it doesn't use a setting. That probably doesn't use a setting. It does use a setting. No, it doesn't use that setting. Dialogues. Setting. So this is a dialogue setting, not a change setting. Oh, setting change. Change. So that's not being executed at all here. I remember having issues here, but I don't remember if it was a current issue, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's executing twice, but I don't know if this is reliable. In theory, I don't need that, right? So, theory, I don't need that. My god, I'm so hot. It's like a sauna here. Like I need a fan. Okay. So this should do the trick. Yeah, okay. Settings. Function name. And now, are we in the right version? Yes, and there's the hair. Except, can't move it. Why can't I move it? This is localhost. Now I can move it. Now I can move it. I can't move it if I'm pressing on the button? Why? Is the button... Oh man, it's... The button preempts the event handlers. God damn it. I need to do... use capture probably. My fingernail just pulled a thread. Alright. Mouse down. Like, if I do this, right? So, mouse down, sure. Alright, let's just refresh. So, yeah, you see no mouse down. So, we do this. We put that there, there, and there, and there. That should fix it, right? Okay. And we have another bump. Holy moly. I didn't expect this to be needed so much patching. Fix event. Priority. Priority. Hey there, Chandler Bing. Yeah, it's just from my server. It's more or less a cache at the moment. Alright, I think that's good. Just double check. Yeah. So, are we now at version 0.2? Yes. Do you spot the hair? I don't see the hair. Why is there no hair? So why is it off? It should default to on. Let's try cognitive window. Make sure that the default is on. Okay, so it looks like the default is not freaking on. God damn it. I checked this so many bloody times. There's something problematic here. If I do this, open that in incognito, right? What do I get? What do I get? Setting is undefined. Feature enabled is false. The setting is undefined. So the setting does default to whatever undefined, right? How do I man, I had worked out default setting stuff. God, I forgot. Setting val, set setting. Feature. Setting default off. Set setting. Is setting valid? But that's the whole with weird settings and stuff. So we're back to either flipping it or we're checking for an undefined setting. So we could just say if setting is undefined. The only concern I have is timing, right? But I think we'd be okay. So if we say if setting equals undefined, then setting equals true. The problem is it'll still show like that, right? Unless I do this. Right? So if we go into application and delete all of these and then do a full on reload, assignment constant variable. Oh. I do this, setting undefined, setting true, got our hair, And our setting now should be... It should be set to true. Why did it not get... Oh, because I have freaking get setting here. Bloody hell. Alright. One more round. One more round. So much testing for something so silly. Always gotta test no matter what it is. And it's on. And if I don't... Yay. Okay. Alright. Holy moly. How many releases did I have to do for this one silly thing? Bump. Vita. Meantime, I can do the thing. Fix the default setting. All right. And that should take us to here. Now, this one might have the wrong default, the wrong setting already. Oh, no, there it is. Right, and if I move it, the hair should more or less stay putski. Boom. Yeah, okay, let's solve the puzzle. Let's make sure puzzles still work. This is the New York Times Hard from today. So, shouldn't be too hard, despite what the name says. I usually do quite alright with it. Occasionally, there's a curveball. Occasionally they get me. But most of the time, I'll do okay. Let's see. And when I struggle, I'll just look to Frank's videos, and he does nice solves of these, and he has the logic in his head to do them well. 5. Oh, that was missing. 5, 6, 7. Ugh. Yeah, there's 7 here. 8 skis. Nope. No. Ooh. Ooh. 8 skis. Alright. And niners. Okay, 1 9 pair. That puts the 8 here. 6 and a 7 there. And that gets us a 5. 5, 6 here that are resolved. Alright, and then down here we have 2 and 7. And those are also resolved. So wait. That gave us a... Oh, hello hair. Hello hair. That gets us a bunch of stuff. Right, so... do I have large digits on? Why? I never want... they're not... I generally don't like these on. I need to redo the defaults as well. I'm not happy with them myself. My opinion matters. Yay, I want it to matter. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. There we go. No. That. 1, 3, 9. Alright. 5s are now much more limited. 4s, much more. What about 6s? Here. Ah, this is the 1. Nothing huge. He's there. 6 already looked at 8s. Oh, we got an 8 down here. Completely resolved. Hey, hair. It's like you don't see it for a while, and then suddenly you see it, and it takes you a second to realize what it is. And yeah, your instinct is to grab it with a mouse cursor for some reason. Kind of hilarious. I wonder if somebody will be fooled and not realize that it's, despite pushing it with a mouse cursor, not realize that it's on their screen, you know? I hope some of the YouTubers will encounter it. That's the real fun. And I hope people won't get angry at me. Oh my god, you ruined my video or something. It does happen sometimes. Alright. 1, 3, 9. Oops. Ooh. There we go. We've got a 6 over here. Right. Right. 6 goes here. Not there. 1 goes here, and 9 goes here. And these 2 are in 4. 4 here. Right. This. Okay. 1s. Right. 9s. Huh. 7 here, 9 here. So 9 here and here. Okay. 2s. Here. And this is, oh, nope. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8's here. Well, give them to us, but narrows it down quite a bit. 4, 5. 5 here. And, what about these guys? 2, 4, 7. Right. And these, that's for 7 without a 7. That puts 7 here. 3, 4, 3, 1. 6, 9, 3, 1, 4, 6, 4, 7, 8. 9. Okay, I think now we're basically done. 7, 3 and 8. 8, 8 and 2. So we. All right. Let's make sure disabling it works. And boom. Now if I refresh it, it shouldn't just pop up either. All right. And let us have a quick check. Oh, Gretchen's just sending me pictures of Toby enjoying a head massage. How do I open that in the browser? This? Hey, hey Toby. You have a good time. He's over on the other island with the in-laws. Yes, let us open a tab on beta. On beta. Open beta. All right. Do I see the hair? Yes. And can I push it? Yes. And it's annoying because it only moves a little bit at a time, and it's not that easy. You can get it to the edge of the screen eventually, but yeah, if you do it slowly. I like that it rotates. Actually, it was a good addition. I'm happy with that. All right, I think that's good. Now we're gonna have to hot patch that into production, otherwise people won't see it. Let us do that. So we need to have 2 folders open. And is it really taking this long to render the UI of a file explorer? Look at that. It's black until it renders it. God damn Windows. Holy moly, it's just awful. God. How do they live with themselves? I wouldn't be okay with that myself. I would not be okay with that. So, we need to manually bump that. Oh. 5. Place all. We need to bump it here as well. Place all. And then we need to manually add it down here. Tools day. Alright. So that gets us this, 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 and this. So we need to test that. Test production. And I think that's on port 13. There it is. Alright. Let's just quickly run through this game. Oh, handle mouse down. Why? Why? I'm not seeing that here. I am seeing it here. God damn it! Did I upload that? The console. Okay. Well, we have to update that on the other side as well. But you know what? I'm not gonna give it a bump version for that. There we go. Everybody just keep calm. All right, we're gonna quick. No, wait, that's locally. Quick test game, medium, New York Times. All right, let's do that. That should be even quicker. Twos go here. Threes go there. Fours go. Oop, don't know. Ah, that's a 2-5. Again with the large digits. Why do they keep resetting? I have a problem with settings not getting saved correctly because we've had those issues in the past. And I'm always wary of them coming back. I have a habit of doing that. Here? Nines? Here? Right. I want to do these 4 maybe. This is a 1 here. Eight. Can't be an 8, okay. Gotta be the 8. Up here. Right. Can we... Any shortcuts available yet? Shortcuts? Any shortcuts? Any shortcuts? Ah, that's a 4-7 here now. 6 here. A 9 here. My microphone away because I'm leaning back too far. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That. And that's 1, 2, 5. Okay. Ones. Twos. No. 6 here. 1 here, 7 here. 6, 4, 7. That was because we had 6s in these rows, so it needed to be there. 1, 2, and 7. And this is a 3. And then this is a 4, 8, I believe. Have anything on 3s now? Here. 4s. No, not yet. 1. What are these 3? 2, 3, and 6, 7. That, yeah, 7. 7 here. That's a 2, 3. 2 here. 2's there. 7 here. What are these? Can't be 2s. 1, 4, 5. All right. Things. The 9s. Down here. 1, 2, 4. 2 here. 2's there. 1, 3. Okay. That is 1, 2, 7. 2's there. Makes sense. 1. Ah, that's not a 1. That's a 4. 2, 7, 4. And 3, 7, 2, 3, 5, 2, 5, 4, 2, 1, 8, 9. right. Right. And these are 1, 2, 5. And these are 3, 4, 7. Oops. 4 and 8 here, and this is 2, 5, 9. 2, 5. 2, 5. 4 and 7. And these are 3 and 8. 3, 7. Here we go. All right. This is from Plausible. I can ignore that. So, that's our update for production. So we gotta do that. Day 2024. Yeah, I like skipping April. Just call it Fool's Day. It's fine. All right, we'll do that. And we'll deploy both beta and production. All right. We'll probably take a quick look at plausible error stats. By the way, any of you guys noticed outages earlier today or late yesterday? Because I had no traffic for from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. for like an hour. And that's very strange. Now, it's possible that it was a plausible outage and that the site was fine. And I hope that's the case. But it would be good to know. Yeah. So I guess I want to look at real-time errors and see if anything pops up here. Oh yeah, and we'll probably have the same problem with the deploy script for production. Let's update that as well. Here. Update that here. So we basically want to add this to all of these, production and alpha. All right, Greta and Toby are back on their way back. I'm gonna kill that and redeploy and hope I'm not gonna break anything. Let's see if there's a gas release that we can use for testing. Let me see if there's a link. Yes, we have a new gas puzzle. So let's make sure we're in the right version. 42.5, I believe that's right. Oh, we see a hair. Yes, we see a hair. Sweet. Thanks, not big. Spoiler alert. This is today's gas puzzle. Hair's right there. It's so hard. It's so hard to drag it. Wait, I can move it like this if I jiggle back and forth. Yes. All right. Nichols compared the total of the joining cages. For instance, the 2 cages in row 1, the left has a greater total than the right one. So this is smaller than 10. So it's 2, 3, 4. It's got to be a 9. Can't have a 1 in it, right? So that's a 3. Can I just... Yeah. 8. Greater than this. Is this 6 or 7? That's a 4, so that makes it a 7 cage. Right. Okay, I get the point, I think. 9 is greater than this. So these two have to be 3. Yeah, to make this 8. 10 is greater than this. So this is 9, or and it can't have a 2 in it. So 1, 3, 5, I believe. Ooh, wait. 10 is greater than this cage, and it can't have a 2 in it. So it has to have a 1 in it. So this has got to be a 1. But it could be an 8. 3, 4. Can't have a 5, so it's an 8 cage. Okay. 10 greater than this is a 9 cage. No 1 in it, so it's... Yeah. The only 3 cage without a 1 in it is 2, 3, 4, 9. 2, 3, 4 that adds up to 9. 9 greater than this, so it's an 8 cage. It's got to have a 1 in it, so we got to have a 1 here. It's not an 8. Well, can have a 2 in it. So 1, 3, 4. It's got to be an 8 cage, right? 2, 1, 2, 4. I might be wrong about these. I feel like I wasn't very diligent here. That's 8. Greater than this. 3 cell cage. So this is a 7 or a 6. So it's 2, 3 or 2, 4. And then this is an 11 greater than this cage. I don't know that yet. Let's just do these columns. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, I mean. So 7 here. Right, 5, 6, 7, 4, 9. And these two are 6, 7. And then this one is 8. And these 3 are 5, 6, 9. These 2 are 6, 8. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Over here. These 3 are 6, 8, 9. 5, 6, 5. And then this is 4. This is 1. And these 3 are 5, 6, 7. Oh, let's do it this way. Oop. Like that. Alright, let us do a little bit of that. A little bit of sleuthing. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. And a little bit of this. Right? That. Okay. This. 6, 8, 9. 8. 8. 8. And this is 6, 8, 9. 8. 7. Alright. So this is an 11 that's greater than this. So that's 4 plus 8. That'd be a 12. So it's got to be a 6 here. 7, 5, 8. 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 8. Yay! I felt like I was rushing it a little. Should have done a little bit more double checking. But hey, all's well that ends well, right? Hey, Mark. Nah, you know what? I'm okay with that. Put a lot of effort in it. Fool's Day started like several hours ago in some time zones, you know. So I want to get the most use out of it. And, you know, it's not like super Fool's Day specific, so it's just a little bit of fun. Might as well get more than 24 hours of fun out of it. And, you know, the way I see it is Simon is recording his videos, then they go live at midnight, and then people see them tomorrow anyways, right? So, we might have missed it already. Probably missed it already. We'll see. We definitely missed the gas video, right? I should have made it live much earlier, to be honest. I don't think I need to be a stickler. God damn it, can I not have that? I just want to... Can I just put it... Oh my god. Windows. Why? Oh, because that's an incognito window. That's why. Yeah, alright. Did I update the other one? Yes. Let us have a quick look at... no, I don't have the mind today to do the deploy script update because I need to do a whole bunch of thinking for that. Let me think. Yeah. By the way, guys, I don't know if you're aware, I am trying to work along a schedule. I'm working on building a bit of a schedule. So I have kind of more, like, I know what I'm doing on which days, so I'm not just overwhelmed with stuff coming in randomly at whatever, you know. So tomorrow I'm going to work on user support stuff. So this is stuff that I often work on any which day, which is like emails, like bug things, little requests and things like that. So I'm gonna deliberately do that on a Monday morning stream. So I can also not let myself be distracted when I'm supposed to be working on other things by, oh, there's somebody's that reported a bug, you know. No, I'll put it on the pile and then I'll start looking at it on that stream. That's the thing. I'm also realizing that this is only every 14 days, so that's not actually tomorrow. But might be a good time for me to actually review my progress, which there has been very little on the stuff that I need to work on. Yeah, I need to work on Gas Rise and the site ads, and I haven't made any progress in that in weeks, and it's not good. Been doing so many other things. Oh yeah, and there's a bug fix I need to look into. Maybe that's something I can look into tomorrow. Yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna call it there. It's how long have I been streaming today? It feels like a while. Probably like 2 hours, 3 hours. It's tiring. It's tiring. It's more tiring than not streaming. That's for sure. I don't. Oh, jeez. I was scared that YouTube stream wasn't live. Whew. All right, 2.5 hours. That's a good time. All right, guys. Thanks, Mark, for your contribution. You've kind of written most of the code, and you've kept on it. I would probably have forgotten all about it if you wouldn't have been pushing. Thanks for that. I'm a little scatterbrained at the moment. I'm starting to pull everything back together. Get everything back on rails. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. Yeah, and Greta's Twitter account was hacked, so I gotta look into that. Remove all the spam posts and all that stuff. Lots of other things to deal with. Yeah, I think I can get rid of these. And I need to look into that. Okay, so that's the database testing script. I'm gonna work on that on Thursday scheduled, but I'm probably gonna work on that in between because I think that's like the major next step, like preparing for accounts and all that stuff. We definitely need a puzzle database. And right now I'm looking at the puzzle data itself, but the next step will be to bring in the counter data and the analytics data from Plausible, because hopefully that will mean that I can evaluate, you know, if I have multiple copies of a puzzle, evaluate which version is the actual version which is being deployed and has traffic to it and so on, you know. And basically start looking at the signals of quality, like, hey, which of all these puzzles, which puzzles are actually real puzzles and important puzzles and which ones are just tests or just garbage data and whatnot, you know. And it's harder for the system to determine that straight from the puzzle data, and it's easier to determine it from the meta signals and say, hey, you know, if there's 5 copies of a puzzle and one of them has lots of traffic and the others have 1 or 2 solves only, then I probably can ignore the other ones, and the one with the solves is probably the one that's important, you know. So that's something I'm gonna start looking into. Did I... This, errors? No, okay. Go. Today's traffic. Yeah, we had that weird hour-long dip. Yeah, it's probably a problem in analytics, considering it's almost exactly... It seems almost exactly an hour. Yeah. Alright. That's it. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I hope you have fun with this. And, you know, if you can, like, mess with people in the YouTube comments, if, you know, wanna perpetuate the prank a little bit, that'd be fun. Alright. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Mark, for your help. Thanks, Chandler, Shelby, and all you guys who stopped by. And by the way, thanks to Bremster for running a funding series on his channel. Check out Bremster Puzzles. It's freaking amazing. He's raised hundreds of dollars for me already in like the first couple of days, and he's gonna run this for 2 weeks. And he's put a lot of his own money in between. He's been basically one of my biggest supporters, I think, since the start. I need to figure something out to do something special. I'd like to do like a little page with the support messages on Ko-fi and kind of links to the videos that Bramster made and all that stuff. Gotta look into that in the next couple of weeks. Anyway, check out his channel, Bremster Puzzles. Awesome, you know, not the highest difficulty, but a little bit more difficult than gas puzzles. Hope you would very likely gonna enjoy them. So check that out. In the meantime, take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.